A heads up for drivers, a stretch of Broadway is going to shut down tonight. How long it will last and what detours you're going to need to use.
A historic building downtown is changing hands in the hopes of changing lives while the downtown YMCA is closing.
Well, good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jordan Chavez.
And I'm Corey Rose. Let's get a check of the forecast right now. Meteorologist Jaden Knowles is in today for Katie, and it sounds like we're in for a change tonight into tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Finally. I mean, I know you've been wanting the snow, right?
I've been waiting for it.
We finally got some coming. This time tomorrow morning, it will be coming down, really starting around 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. But let's talk about today first. Of course, 30 degrees as you're getting ready to head out the door this morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise coming over the horizon. Temperatures are already starting to warm up. Just went up a degree within seconds, 31 degrees now. We do have that winter weather advisory. That will go and continue until 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So we do have that weather impact alert for tomorrow morning. We're talking about finally some beneficial snow across the metro area. You could see a little bit more amounts further south and west of the metro area, but just depending on where those winds are blowing, we could see maybe close to 2 to 5 inches for us here across the metro. So far, though, live radar, we are seeing that snow continuing, starting to blossom a little bit towards the eastern plains there, and then also over towards the high country and also the western slope, mainly towards the western slope. You're seeing Meeker getting that steady snowfall along the I-70 corridor. And then further up north, there's our main storm system. That's the reason we are tracking the snow chances for early tomorrow morning. As far as our forecast for this afternoon, one of the warmest days so far that we've seen this week. Now, you got to remember, it is December, so on average, our average temperature high for this afternoon will be 47, and that is what's forecasted. So 47 around lunchtime, maybe even a little bit warmer, maybe some 50s in some locations. But that's what's in my forecast, 47 degrees. We'll see a little bit more cloud coverage as well as gusty conditions towards the foothills. Later in the show, we'll talk about the timing and the totals of what we could see tomorrow. But so far, with the snow rolling into the metro tomorrow, it might be a good idea to give your tires a quick check before you head out. 9 News Transportation Specialist Brianna Fernandez is live in Denver. And Brianna, what should drivers keep in mind?
Yeah, Jaden, tomorrow morning it is going to look drastically different. So, of course, with the snow that you just mentioned, it's probably a good idea to check what's inside your car, around your car, just so you don't have any issues tomorrow morning during that morning drive. So I do have some quick tips for you just in case you haven't checked your car yet. Here in Colorado, Colorado's traction laws require drivers on state highways during winter storms to have a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive car. You also have to have chains or a traction device or all-weather winter or snow and mud tires. Now those tires, they must have a 3/16 inch tread depth. Now you can always go to a car shop to check the conditions of your tire or check it yourself by using a quarter. Turn it upside down, put the quarter in, and if you can see the top of George Washington's head, then it's time for new tires. Along with proper tires, another step is keeping a winter emergency kit in your car. So in that kit, make sure you pack ice scraper, jumper cables, extra clothing, as well as a warm blanket. Now, Erica, small things like this can truly make a huge difference, especially because that morning drive, it is going to be a slick one.
And Brianna, we know it doesn't take much for there to be issues on our roads. You throw in a bunch of snow during the thick of the morning drive, and it can be a recipe for disaster. Thank you for that reminder. We appreciate your reporting, Brianna. 7:04. Let's get you out the door this morning. Travel for you on I-25 northbound. Not a quick drive. We had 2 separate crashes, one at 120th, one at 104th Avenue. They have both cleared, but this is what we're left with. Delays out here along northbound I-25 at 104th Avenue, all the way back to Thornton Parkway, stepping out so you can get a full glimpse of the delays here at Thornton Parkway as well. Hardly moving at 104th Avenue. Let's take you over to what we're seeing on our map in general. I will say most of our main interstates are clear. We're seeing a whole lot of green. It's really this stretch of northbound I-25 that's giving us the most trouble. Making your way into Thornton, into North Glen, 16-minute backup on northbound I-25. Not the worst we've seen, but typically northbound lanes are pretty easy breezy at this hour. It's the southbound side giving us trouble. It's the opposite today. So Washington Street and Huron Street run parallel to the interstate. Really good workaround options if you need to get on the interstate behind 104th Avenue. So again, in the Thornton North Glen area, making your way up 84th, 88th, Thornton Parkway, you may want to consider one of those workarounds unless you want to get stuck in a 17-minute backup. I wouldn't want to be that person. Northbound 225 crash at Parker Road, really moderate out here, not causing any significant delays. Southbound side of the interstate, where we typically see delays at this hour, only slowing by 4 minutes, so not bad at all. Northbound I-25, DTC to downtown, 20-minute travel time. Northbound 18 southbound. Normal for these on a good day is 13 or 14 minutes.
Erica, thank you. A stretch of Broadway will shut down tonight as crews install a new overhead sign bridge at Kentucky Avenue. Broadway will be closed in both directions between Ohio and Tennessee starting tonight at 10 p.m. and reopening tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. Drivers will be detoured around the closure using Ohio Avenue, Logan Street, and Mississippi Avenue. Northbound traffic will be routed onto Mississippi and then Santa Fe to reach I-25. Southbound drivers can access the interstate as usual, and exits from I-25 onto Broadway will stay open.
The Vail Pass Winter Recreation Area is now open, but low snowpack means that some changes are coming for visitors. Parking for backcountry skiing and snowshoeing will be in the newly constructed upper parking lot at the rest area. Snowmobile and hut user parking is going to stay on Black Lakes Road for now. With limited snow, rangers are asking anyone on tracked vehicles to stay on designated roads to protect the alpine terrain. User fees return as well, $10 for a day pass, $65 for a season pass. And visitors are urged to plan ahead. Parking often fills by 9:30 on weekends and holidays. And if lots are full, access is available from Camp Hale.
Denver City Council approved nearly 55 resolutions totaling $600 million for on-call services for the city's Department of Transportation and Infrastructure. Among the approved resolutions were 8 contracts, each for $50 million. Contracts that will boost construction capacity and speed up projects. Council member Chris Hines was the sole no vote, citing limits on oversight, while others noted quarterly reports will track spending. 2 contracts for homelessness services, including a $30 million shelter operation and a $3 million ambassador program, were delayed for additional briefings from Urban Alchemy.
Another building in downtown Denver is going to be transformed into housing for people on the verge of homelessness.
Now, to make it happen, the downtown Denver YMCA near Civic Center Park will have to close. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi is live outside of the YMCA this morning. And Lauren, that Y has been around for more than 100 years.
It has really long time here in downtown Denver, Corey. Now it's going to close on December 30th. The Y says they never really fully recovered after the pandemic. For example, pre-pandemic, they had a couple thousand members. Well, now they have less than 1,000. They say that it's a trend that YMCAs are seeing at downtown locations all across the country. At the same time, the Coalition for the Homeless already owns the 200 plus affordable housing units above the Y. They bought it from them about 25 years ago. Despite its strategy of buying buildings and turning them into housing, the city of Denver says it was not involved in the deal, though the mayor's office did praise it. Now the coalition plans to use the extra space as a part of renovations and to offer more services.
Just the cost of land can be prohibitive to building lower income housing. And so if you can, buy a property and renovate it and it's already got really good bones, then one, you can probably do that in less time than it would take to build from the ground up, and it should be less expensive.
Coming up on 9 News Mornings and streaming on 9 News Plus, I'll explain where the money is coming from to make this happen. Live in Denver, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.